3. Is this thing on?
Here, let me try.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I think it's on.
Yes, it's on, but that doesn't mean in the announcer's mic. The announcer's mic's over there. Now, please, we're just about ready to go. So here's your first announcement as the music begins, and here's yours. Why, thank you, Stormy. It's winter. My name is Winter, not Stormy or Breezy. It's winter.
Geez, don't get ice cubes in your socks. I meant, why, thank you, Winter. Jeez.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you all for coming to the studio tonight. I'm sure Santa will be very pleased to see so many people in New Year's eyes. My name is Winter, and I'm stage manager of the show. Now, before we begin, there are a few rules and regulations I'd like to read. No eating, or drinking, or coughing, or naps. No cell phones or beepers or sitting on laps. No talking to neighbors or walking around. No reading of paper. Or making a sound. No fidgeting, squirming, or causing a fuss. No checking your watches. No checking your watches.
Hold on, Winter. Then what can they do?
Well, I mean...
Enjoy the music?
Yeah?
Laugh at my jokes?
Well, yes, of course. Oh, and when you see this sign, applaud.
Not that sign. Not that sign either. Say, why don't you just applaud after every song?
That's a great idea, Just applaud after every song. Now play
gentlemen, it's the coolest song in the North Pole. It's Swingle Kringle.
What's going on? Swingle, you're on! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He's the man for a job and a teenage heartthrob. It's Swingle Kringle! Hey, all you cats, kittens out there in TV land! Welcome to Santa's Rocking Christmas Eve, the Christmas party that will keep you rocking till Santa fills your stocking. Stick to the cue card, Swingle. That's right, guys and gals. Santa and his crew are so ahead of schedule, so prepared, that he decided to throw a televised concert. Holy holy berries! The card, Swingle. And speaking of Santa, I think we ought to kick this party off by introducing our special guest. He's a red velvet suit with a whole lot of loot.
No! Excuse us, ladies and gentlemen. What does that mean?
Say, did you know that the reindeer have formed their own band to play in the off-season? That's right, everyone. Santa's transportation is a rock and roll sensation. And here they are now. What do all the reindeer do from Christmas Day till December 22? How do we fill up the days till it's time to pack up the sleigh? Dancing, dancing on piano keys, dancing and dancing, singing harmonies, dancing on the big guitar, with his shoulder shining like a star. Dancing went on a major roll, coming to keep the German saxophone. Don't digging out the drums, what a group we have become.
It's like 10 minutes.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that was rockerific! And now, it's my pleasure to introduce the stars of our next act, Susie and Sally Stone! Hey, everybody. Hi. Susie, Sally, I understand that you and the Flakes have just returned from your very first international tour. That's right, Swingle.
Well, it's nothing like the trip that Santa will make tonight.
Yeah, there's a featured act. Major superstars. Wow! Really? And who is the superstar? Well, Swingle, we brought him along, but we're keeping him under wraps for a super Christmas surprise for our audience tonight.
Wow, I wonder who it could be. You must have seen most of the world.
Yes, many places.
Well, it's not like the trip that Santa will make tonight, but we did visit Europe. And Australia, Asia, and Canada.
Oh, and that quaint little town, Chimacum, Washington.
That sounds exciting.
Oh, it was, Swingle, it was.
And what will you girls be performing for us tonight?
It's a song called No Man But a Snowman, but we're gonna let the reindeer band open the act for us. How about a little walk down memory lane, everyone?
Take it away, ladies!
Come
ladies and gentlemen, we have Elvis in the house. How about another round of applause for our special guest? Now it's time for a commercial break. Don't go away.
Now a word from one of our sponsors.
Commercial break? Commercial break. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, the music goes, laughing all the way.
Wait a minute. Do you mean to tell me that you're still driving that one-horse open sleigh? Well, do you want to have style? Yeah. Want to be chic? Yeah. needs to go. He should just be only a few more minutes.
But we only have a few more minutes. What will we do?
Santa said if the elves could stall for him, we could.
Well, can you?
You bet, homegirl.
We're on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We all know that Christmas doesn't happen without elves. Well, neither does this show. You bust the moves, elf!
We elves do the hard work making all the toys.
Working our tails off, dealing with the noise.
Dig the hosey, la 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 la.
Packing up dollies, packing up toys, answering letters from girls and boys. Trying very hard to get everything done. No time left to have some fun.
Santa's job is a snack. Santa's job is a snack. There's really nothing to it, even we can do it. Santa's job is a snack. Santa's job is a snack.
Santa's got the easy job, there really is no doubt.
He gets to visit shopping malls, he gets all the crowd.
Smiling for the cameras, laughing with the kids. We start apropos or laughter on the skids.
Santa gets to lay back in the fancy sleigh.
He's on the waving to the crowds on Thanksgiving.
He's on the final float to the Macy's Day Parade. Hey, dude, he really has it made.
Santa's job is a snack. Santa's job is a snack. There's really nothing to it, even we can do it. Santa's job is a snack. Santa's job is a snack.
He really works only one day a year.
And we're the ones who have to pack his gear. Of course, he knows how to fly a sleigh.
And lead this crazy reindeer everywhere.
And land with ease on snow-covered roofs.
And squeeze out the chimney without losing his boots.
And zoom in and out without a moment to spare. Over here,
And then landing over there.
knowing which gifts go to Billy and to Joe, and to Susie and to Sally, and to everyone you know.
Santa's job is not a snack. Santa's job is not a snack. There's really more to it, he can never do it. Santa's job is not a snack. Santa's job is not a snack. Snack! Thank you.